welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bears will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll run the option. The pitch. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defense.
It's a seam wide open. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like.
He tries to take the top off. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Gamecocks are on the move. The run to the right. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Keeps it on the draw. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where...
Makes a grab past the marker. Turning it on. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
The quick out. He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the option. Quick toss. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Coming out with it, it's Cameron. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Pocket breaking down. The throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense putting points on the board. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The sure hands, it's Wilson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the 2nd half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. And the Bears want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
How about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that 1st down. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles later in the game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They just keep firing. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Off play action. Shoots it to the left. intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're facing a third down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Release to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Gamecocks! A great catch and run for 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Wilson. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Baylor.
To the air, it's Robertson. Pressure coming. He's going to run it.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room.
That's another Baylor.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Baylor! He got a step and just dusted the field. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Corners are going to bail. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Bennett. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is...
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bears!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Sellers. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Sneaks into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And a little bit extra pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw out to the left. On the move is the 30. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air, it's Robertson. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's caught inside the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got him still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Baylor!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Taking it the other way.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating an offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Baylor.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. Touchdown Bears! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Not much of a chance.